What's hidden can never be healed. What you don't face, you don't fix. When I was around 18 years old, the gym became that thing that I ran to. I hated the way that I was living. I hated my job. I hated my life. The only thing that I looked forward was the gym. I would go, work out for 2 hours, destroy my body. But I wasn't training to grow. I was training to escape. The gym became that thing that I ran to when I wanted to escape the pain, when I don't wanted to feel anything, when I don't wanted to think about anything, when I wanted to escape reality. I was stuck in there for years, not wanting to get out, fearing change, fearing discomfort. It was painful. I wasn't growing. I was stuck. I was stagnating. I was in the same place for years. I was growing physically, not mentally or spiritual. I was still stuck with the same mentality of a kid, of a teenager. And it took a lot in order for me to wake up. It took a lot in order for me to stop hitting and start facing the problems. Some of us think that by avoiding the problems, they're somehow gonna get fixed by themselves. The reality is, we can try to avoid them, yet they will always remain. They will always come back. We don't fix the problem by avoiding them. We fix them by facing them, by looking for a solution. If the problem doesn't have a solution, then it isn't a problem. It's something that is out of our hands. At the moment, the only thing we can do is live life and leave it to be, because if something doesn't have a solution, why would we worry about? Why would we waste our time into something that we can't fix? That's one of the things that most of us waste our precious time, our life, trying to fix something that doesn't have a solution. We stay stuck in that place looking for an answer when it doesn't have an answer. The only answer is to move forward, yet we're not able to see it at the moment. It takes us a lot of wasted time, a lot of wasted potential to let it go, to let it be. I made that mistake so many times in my life. Trying to look for an answer, trying to look for a solution for something that it doesn't have one. But when I came to Christ, I learned to trust. I learned that I don't need to know everything. I just need to know who's in charge, who's guiding me, who's giving me the strength. It took a lot of pain to force me to get out of that place where I was hiding, to face my battles, to fight my war. I would have stayed in the same place if wouldn't if life didn't break me. I would have stayed there. And probably I would have been there till this moment. Yes, it was painful staying there. But the little pleasures that comfort gave me were enough for me to stay there. I wanted I wanted the pleasures more than I wanted the change. The reality is change is uncomfortable. Discomfort brings change. Change brings pain. Pain brings growth. That's the only way. There's no easy way. There's no easy path. The only way to grow is through pain, through hardships, through endurance, through unknowns, through trusting and having faith that everything works in God's plan. Yet when we're living in the world, we don't see this. We don't have faith. We don't trust. Not even trust ourselves. So the solution? Hide. Hide from the world. Escape the reality. Escape your problems. Avoid your problems. Until it comes a moment where life breaks you and there's no other option than to face them. Yet even in that moment, you still have the option to become a victim, to play the victim. There's a book called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. It's one of my favorite books. He describes his time in the Nazi camps. In there, he describes two type of persons, or two men, two different type of men. The one who gives up, and the one who finds meaning in pain. When we find a why in our suffering, we are able to endure everything and anything. That's what Viktor Frankl says in his book. It's true. I have experienced by first hand. When I went through suffering, I found my why. I found my reason to keep going. I feel now that I can endure anything and everything. Yet not by my own strength, but by Christ's strength. I'm able to trust more. I'm able to keep leaning in when I don't see anything, when everything is dark. Yes, there are still times when I feel with worries, with anxiety, with not knowing where or how or when. And every moment that happens, I have to remind myself, who can, and that's enough. Of course, that's easy said than done. The reality is, we humans, we can never truly escape anxiety, worries, and try to live a happy ever life, a happy ever after, no matter what life throws at us. No, but that's how life works. That's how we grow. If life was easy, there wouldn't be no point in growing. There wouldn't be a point in looking for more. We'll just stay there. We just get comfortable. We just grow fat, and we just die. That's the beauty of life. You don't know what's coming next. That's the excitement. We can either be filled with anxiety towards the future or be filled with excitement towards it, expecting pain, yet expecting beauty, expecting happy moments and sad moments. At the same time, we trust and we have faith that everything that we do in this world is not vanity. Everything we do in this world is for God. Our pain has a purpose. Our endurance has a purpose. Our discomfort has a purpose. Our calling is for God. If you keep hiding, you won't heal. If you keep avoiding, you won't escape. You're only delaying the you only delaying the war. You only delaying the battle. You can try to avoid it no matter how much you want, but it always stays there. It grows stronger, stronger, and stronger. It's sad because many men never get out of this place. They lose their lives, staying stuck, and when they get to that old age, they look back full of regrets. Yet at that time, there's nothing much that one can do. It's sad because many men lose the battle. They opt for the easy way out, suicide. I understand how painful it is when everything in your life seems like it's going wrong, when the world seems like it's against you. You try to look for an answer, for a solution, for something. Yet no matter where you turn, you can't find anyone, you can't find something, you can't find an answer. You drown yourself in everything, and you hide to the point where you can't hide anymore. And that's where you take one of the two choices: end your life or face your problems. And many opt for the easy one: end your life, end everything, end all suffering. But if you're in that place or not, I just wanted to tell you that it gets better. It gets better with Christ. The dark moment that you're in right now, that you're not able to see the light, know that there is a light in there. You might not be able to see it yet. But if you allow yourself, if you allow Christ to come into your life, He will shine that darkness away. It will be slow and it will be hard. God doesn't promise us an easier life. He promised a hard one. Yet somehow the burden becomes lighter. Somehow we are able to endure everything when we're with Him. Truly ask yourself this. Ask yourself if you're truly growing, or you're just hiding from the pain, or you're just avoiding your problems. Remember, what you keep hitting doesn't heal. What you don't give it sunlight doesn't grow. Come to Christ. He will give you the strength. He will be your strength when you can't carry it anymore. He will carry it for you. He will carry you. Keep going. Don't give up. And start fighting your battle. Because nobody's gonna fight it for you. Only you.